Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I think you all are doing good. Yes, today I welcome you all for the first language English class 10. Yes children, we are dealing with the consumerist culture. Our lesson name is Consumerist Culture by Cheryin Alexander. That is from the prose section, lesson 9. You have to take page number, see which is the page number 58. Okay, you have to take page number 58. Okay, come to the lesson now. We are dealing with what? Pre-reading activity. Now take your book, please go through that. Even you can find here also. If you were left with the choice of selecting one of the two options listed below, which would you opt for and why? Okay, now we will see for the options. First one is, see here, one is Coca-Cola and the second one is tender coconut water. Now, if you are given the choice to select, which one you opt for? See, most of the people they opt for Coca-Cola. Yes children. Now we are going to next one. See there, if you are given the choice of going to shopping complex or to the exhibition, which one would you select? Which one? Yes, shopping complex. We will come to why after that. Now we are moving on to the next one, that is, if you are given the chance to eat burger or bel puri, which one would you prefer? Yes, burger. Many are watering in their mouth. Yes, we are moving on to next one children. Yes, working in India or working in America, which one would you opt? Working in America or working in India? See there, people would like to work in America. Yes, we are moving on to another one. You prefer to eat chapati or pizza? Which one would you prefer? Yes, you prefer to eat pizza. Is it not? Now, last one. If you are given to choose watching mobiles or reading books, which one would you prefer? Yes, you prefer watching mobiles. Is it not? Now, my question is why? Why we are attached to these things even though we know that these things are not good for our health? Okay, let us know more about this in our lesson. What is the lesson? Consumerist Culture by Dr. Cheryin Alexander. Okay, now come to the page number 58. I have mentioned you already. Okay, let us know about Dr. Cheryin Alexander. Dr. Cheryin Alexander, see this is the personality, the author, one who has written this Consumerist Culture. Okay, let us know more about Cheryin Alexander. Dr. Cheryin Alexander, born in 1958, served as Associate Professor of English and HOD of the Department of English at St. Joseph's College from 1982 to 2018. Dr. Alexander has had most of his education in Bangalore. Yes children, we are moving on to his works. He has edited a book of short stories by Bangalore writers entitled Many Rooms, Many Voices. An essay of his was included in the BA English textbook of Bangalore University, prescribed from 2002 to 2004. He has also given several radio talks both on air, that is All India Radio and Gyanvani. He has served on textbook committees of both the PU board and the Bangalore University. He has guided research scholars for PhD. This is all about our author Dr. Alexander Cherian. Now come to the detailed discussion on the lesson. We will have one change in this lesson, children. You have to go through lesson, sit at home and read for yourself. We will not have model reading. Please take page number 58 to 78 regarding this lesson. Okay. We will come to the glossary part of this lesson. Okay. First one is consumerism. What is consumerism? The belief or practice which supports and encourages the buying of products and services. This is the meaning of consumerism. Now, let's see the sentence for a consumerism. Consumerism is the idea that increasing consumption of goods and services purchased in the market. Okay. Globalize. Okay. Develop or operate worldwide. Now we will look for the sentences here. Communication globalizes capital markets. Okay. Now we will look for another one here. What is that? Bewildering. Now the meaning is puzzling or perplexing. Now see the sentence there. He gave me directions to his house, but I found them utterly bewildering. Okay. Next one. Okay, now next we are moving on to another word, merchandise. What's the meaning of merchandise? Goods for sale. Okay, goods for sale. Now we look for the sentence. Shops which offered an astonishing range of merchandise are in race today. So this is main thing we have to know. Holocaust. So what's the meaning of Holocaust? Total destruction. So we'll look for the sentence here. A heart-wrenching Holocaust situation to see such persons still existing in our society. Yes, children, we are moving on to another one, that is embarked upon. What is the meaning of embarked upon? Engaged, undertaken. So the sentence here is the company has embarked upon a risky new project. A risky new project. Now children, we are completed with our glossary. Coming to the highlights of the lesson. So what's the highlight of the lesson? Please take your textbook and please sit along with my explanation so that you will get to know more confidently or more comprehensively. We'll move on to the lesson now. See, the first you have to know the meaning of consumers. Who are the consumers? Who purchase goods and services. Purchaser, the person who purchases goods and services are the consumers. Now, we want to know another one, that is consumerism. What is the consumerism? Consumerism is the purchase and the accumulation of goods which are not essential. Today, consumerism is considered as the socio-economic inequality. So, it is the purchase of goods which are not essential for our life. It has become like artificial. Now, we are moving on to the lesson part of it. We will see what are the highlights of this lesson. See, the consumerist culture is when the society is shaped and dominated by the consumers. Nowadays, you can see everywhere people are running to purchase something. They want to buy something, is it not? So, when they want to buy something, where they have to go? They have to go somewhere where they find things. Nowadays, the companies have to keep the needs, taste and desires of the consumers in mind before manufacturing goods. See children, if you notice, few years back we used to handle Nokia sets, basic sets. Now, We are not in that age. We are crossed so many decades or so many things, and we have come to screen touch. And maybe in future we will have another way of gadgets where it will be still more improvised, isn't not? So nowadays the companies have to keep the needs, tastes and desires of the consumers in mind before manufacturing goods. The production and consumption have become an important part of the consumer culture. We are moving on to another one. This is a statement where our author makes in first paragraph. What is that? Shop till you drop. Shop till you drop. What is that? This is an catchy advertisement. See there how nicely, how easily they are attracting the customers. Is it not? You are very much taken up by that statement. Shop till you drop. This is an catchy advertisement where the consumer should shop till they get tired, because the media drives mania of mindless consumption that characterizes our lives in the modern age. So we are driven by the media because it advertises. So we are eager to run to such things. Now see next point. The surprising thing is that most of the merchandise is absolutely, see children, this is the very important point. The most important thing is the merchandise is absolutely unessential to human health and happiness. You saw Coca-Cola, is it not? If you drink Coca-Cola, will that be healthy? Will that be essential than the tender coconut? Is it not? We are attracted to this advertisements and we are running behind the artificial things. It is hard to believe that artificially colored, flavored and sweetened water would be sold in billions, but rather has a damaging effect on the digestive system and the bones. See, we are running behind such things. See, we should be very careful with our things. Now we are moving on to another point. Pepsi and Coca-Cola are sold even in the remotest nook and corner of the world today. The revenues measured 59 in billions of dollars, bigger than the combined GNP of nearly a score of the world's poorest countries. See how we are attached to these things, which is really not good. Global advertising expenditures. See, we are not ready to spend the money for someone who is in need, but we are spending for unnecessary things. What is that? See, according to Benjamin Barber Rose, sevenfold from 1950 to 1990, from a modest $39 billion to $256 billion. Barber adds to that per capita global spending went up from $15 in 1950 to nearly $50 in 1996. One single company, the hamburger giant McDonald's, spends more than $1.4 billion each year on advertising. Children, this is really, we have to think, we have to lead a life which is worthy. We are spending so much of amount for unessential goods. So the benefit has been taken by someone else, is it not? See, we are moving on to another point. The key word now is choice and trendy. Actually, we used to see people like Westerners, they have been westernized, they wore posh clothes or like modern dresses and all. But what about India today? What is happening to our culture? See, luxury houses bursting at the seams with every imaginable material, blessing are no longer rarities. for everyone whose definitions of the good life are premised upon the abundance of material possessions, the times have never been better. Now children, there is an amazing variety of sleek new car models to choose from, but the roads in our cities are in pretty bad shape and getting worse. Fashionable luxury resorts for the affluent are coming up everywhere, but lung spaces for public use, parks and playgrounds are shrinking. So, we are modernizing, we are running behind some fashions, we are running behind some unessential things, but we are really losing our real essential and important thing. Okay? Now, let us watch this video. Here, let me make a very important point that our author Dr. Cherian Alexander has contributed a video. Yes, shared his views for you all to watch, and I would render my sincere thanks to Sir on behalf of this.
Well, there are some things from the essay that I wrote 20 years ago that I find are still relevant, and it is that today we still see an increasing worsening of problems that I hinted at over there in the essay. The lifestyles that many of us live, and I include myself, are increasingly becoming unsustainable for our planet. And that's because of many factors, but the most important being that industry just keeps driving greater and greater consumption for the sake of profit. So we need to pay attention to the way we can live lives that are sustainable and that our planet can handle. So for young people, the challenge going forward will be not to fall prey to the temptations of the marketplace. I'm not saying you should live like a sadhu or any such thing. Yes, we all need the basic necessities of life and a few comforts also. But as long as all this is done with a consciousness that they need to be sustainable, then I think we have hope. I'll give you some examples. If you have a vehicle, a personal vehicle like a two-wheeler or a car, use it only for the most important trips and don't use it for small distances of 2 or 3 kilometers. Walk that distance and get your work done because it's also good for your health. When you see a water tap somewhere that nobody has turned off and it's just left open by the previous user, go quickly and turn it off. If you see electricity being used, with nobody in the room, switch off the light. Small actions like this and conscious actions, and see if you can reuse things. As far as possible, avoid buying things in packaging, and if you have no choice but to, then make sure that it is disposed of correctly. All of these things are little efforts we all can take to make life better for all. Thank you.
Now, let's come to the conclusion part of the lesson. Yes, what is there to conclude? We have to now think what? There is now a great need to reawaken the numerous enabling spiritualities and wisdom traditions of the various people of the world. See, once Mahatma Gandhi ji once said that the earth has enough for every man's need, but not enough for every man's greed. if we are greed, nothing will be satisfying, nothing will be enough for us. We have to make a stop, we have to put a full stop for everything. Now come to other points. There comes a point beyond which it is necessary to say enough to the merely material. Then one should turn to the commodities of the spirit, the arts, culture, community life, in order for life to be truly meaningful and sustainable. This is what actually exactly we need in our daily life. What is that? Truly meaningful and sustainable life, not artificial life. So we should stop running behind this artificial commodities, which is really unessential. Money is not required to buy even one necessity of the soul. One can only hope that humanity can muster up enough soul force to contain the damage caused by unrestricted consumerism, lest we really stop till we drop and nothing of value is left standing on our beloved Mother Earth. Yes, children, we are moving on to the next part of this. We have really dealt with our lesson. We need to focus on how we are moving with the society. Are we really attracted to this consumerism, running behind malls or buying unnecessary things, wasting? Really, our lifestyle is not by that. We need to lead a spiritual life, or where life makes very meaningful using the satisfied things. Now we are coming to the language activities. In that we have taken C. Fill in the blanks with the opposites of the words given in the brackets. See, there are paragraph. In a largely dash world, even with gold prices moving upwards, the craze for the yellow metal remains. A key reason is dash with other investments. There are two words that states we have to give the opposite of that: certain, abated, enchantment. Okay, we will go with the first opposite of the word certain, uncertain, and next one is abated, unabated. Now the last one we are going to, the opposite of enchantment is discussed. The continued part of this is a large percent of savings are held in dash gold assets, and a lot of banks and dash companies are offering loans against gold, but the supply is sadly dash in spite of dash mining. Gold attracts dash attention and is its major dash. So do you feel that gold dash? Now you have to fill the opposites of this. What first one is productive, unproductive, and the second one is banking, non-banking, and the next one is advocate, inadvocate, and next one is bridled, unbridled, and next one wanted, unwanted, and next one advantage, disadvantage, the last one essential, non-essential. Now we are moving on to the another activity. Bring out the difference in meaning between the words in pairs by using each of the following in sentences of your own. Children, I have taken only 3 words, pair words for this, and rest of the things you sit at home and please work on that. Okay. First one, present, that is in bracket noun, and this one is presence. So we have taken sentences for present is Charita gave a surprising present on my birthday. Okay, have you noticed there? Now for presents, Charita's presence made my birthday very graceful. Okay, did you understand the difference? Present, it's a gift, and present, the person who went and presented there was present for that function. Next one, cloth, clothes. Now first one, cloth. Black cloth absorbs light. Next one is clothes. she spends most of her money on clothes. So, did you understand? Now, next one, lonely, alone. Be a friend to the lonely. Okay. She decided to climb the mountain alone. Okay, you understood the difference between lonely and alone. Now we are moving on to another activity, that is the prefix. The prefix multi. Multi means many, more than one. With the help of a dictionary, find out the meaning of the following multi words. So we have found here, please note down in your books, multimillionaire. So multimillionaire means a person with assets worth several million pounds or dollars. So when you add multi to millionaire, it becomes more than a millionaire. Okay. Now we are adding multi to media. Multimedia, the use of variety of artistic or communicative media. Variety means many, more. Now we are moving on to another word, multicultural. So more than one, relating to or containing several cultural or ethnic groups within a society. Okay. Now we have another word, multifaceted. Multifaceted, having many different aspects or features. Now we are moving on to another word, multilingual. Okay, what is that? Multilingual, using several languages. Next we are moving on to last words, multifarious. Multifarious, many and of various types. Multilateral. Multilateral means having members or contributors from several groups, especially several different countries. Okay, multilateral. Now we are coming on to the last part of our session. What is that? Home assignment. Okay, come to the questions part. Answer the following questions. What, according to the writer, is the only way to restore sanity? Next one is, why does the writer say that the model of the development based on consumerism is suicidal? And the third one is, what is the success story of Pepsi and Coca-Cola? Now children, we are moving on to another part, read and answer. Now you have to read this. The writer puts Pepsi, Coca-Cola and other artificially colored, flavored and sweetened water and are absolutely unessential to human health and happiness. Now you have read the statement, you have to answer to these questions. Do you agree with this view? Next, B1, list any 5 such articles, gadgets, food items which your family has been using at home and which are not absolutely essential for your health and happiness, even we are using at our houses, is it not? So you have to list those. Next one, you have to think and answer. This has to be from your part of work. Do you like this article, consumerist culture? Did you like this? If you are really liking this, then you should say why, and you should, if you are not liking this lesson or article, then you should also say why not. Okay. Now I have come to the last part of this session, children. Hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Anudina